Hi everybody, Ken from Oz here. Now this video is going to go through the sticky notes that I use. I found that I have a certain style that I like. It's sort of a, I don't know, old-fashioned, gothic, earthy look about it. And sometimes, and I've went through the gamut of using post-it notes, which I use a lot, and they come in mostly that very pastel-y yellow and fluoro colors, which work well for a quick note. But sometimes my post-it notes tend to stay in my diaries for quite a while. So what I've found is after, when I go to a stationery store, I tend to have a look and see what's around. I'll show you what I use at the moment. So I use quite a variety of different things. I'm a list person, so I tend to need something that's around the standard square post-it note size. But I've got this one, which I bought from, no, I'm not sure. I think it was Officeworks. I think it was. But it is 3, and I'll just bring this up a bit closer if you can see. So it's a list. This one's got a yellow with a very fine grid. Good morning for quick notes. And then quite a large one with the phone, and that's a print of a paper clip there. And they're all sticky. And the good is that they're quite light and they've got that rustic look about it. The not keen part is that on the back it's white. I would prefer it if they were the same color of the paper, but I'm not going to complain too much. So these are what I use daily. I like smaller post-it notes, so I'll just show you. Here's the brown ones. Now, if you like these brown ones, these are so hard to find, and I had to get these online. I don't remember where I got these from, but obviously these are sort of brown paper look. Doesn't come up too well on the video, and they're not white on the back. They're quite good, a bit smooth, and they're a smaller size. So they're about two-thirds of a square post-it note size. So I use those as well, and I do bullet journal listing down the side. So they're things that I use as well. I also use smaller ones. Now we have a store in Australia called Big W, and they used to sell these Collected & Co. Brown paper post-it notes, and these are quite small, and I like these ones, except the good is they stick well. They've got that sort of brown paper feel. I don't like that every page has got this little thing printed on it. It sort of interferes with my notes as well. So, but I've got to compromise somewhere. So these are Collected & Co. and we used to get them from Big W or Woolworths in Australia. I don't know where you can get them overseas. So they're the ones I use. Also some long paper ones, and again these are the ones that are white on the back, and so the sticky note is actually half up the top there, which is a little bit different from most sticky notes. Usually they have the sticky notes on the side, but this one actually holds it in quite well. So and I'm not sure I got that one from either. So you can see there's a trend with me to have brown paper sticky notes. There's another doubly large one, and again that's the sticky is on the about a third of the top there, so it stays put a little bit better. Okay. This is a Kiki K note page, which isn't sticky notes, but I can put a bit of washi on there. But I like the fact that it is white. It's a to-do list, and it's about the right dimensions that I can then take with me, put in my wallet, and so on. So I use that occasionally. I bought these online as well, Craft Fusion, and these are very, very small little brown paper post-its. They're more tags than anything. They've got these little pictures of squirrels and pandas and bears and so on, but again they're very small. Let's take that out to show you. So if I've got some small little note to highlight, then they sort of come off like that. The only drawback again is that the picture is on the writing bit that I would write on, so not too keen on that, but I use it as well. And again, it's that brown paper thing. I found this at Daiso, and this is a white grid sticky note, and it comes in a book, so if I'm wanting to do some drawing, something, or a diagram, these come in very handy. And this, again, they're actually not white. They're probably a very, very light grey with a grid. So, and these are good to take with you, especially because of this cardboard sleeve. And I like the little, I want you to know you make me happy, the way good friends relate with each other. It's a little positive thing. It's cute. If I've got a lot of work to do, then I found these notes to self. Now again, these are not sticky notes, but they're brown paper, and they've got lots of space. So this is probably 2.5 square post-it note size. They're quite large. So if I've got a huge list to get through, planning wise, then I'll use that, or I'll cut it down, or I'll even cut across there and washi tape just the lines on my diary so that I can have that there. So it's again brown paper. And the last one that I use, actually no, I've got a few more, so I'll keep going. Now I think this is a 3M one, which I got from Officeworks, and again it's a bullet list there, and I like it because it's got the sticky on the side, and so you can put it there, flip it behind, or have 2 pages that you can put at once. Acts a bit like a book. And I found this at Officeworks as well. It's a metal box, about $15, and then you've got a whole range of small, medium sticky notes. Let's have a quick look. Sorry for my hands. So I've got, if you wanted just a very small little set of notes, I've got some antiquated pictures on them and old school book type things and account books. We've got long ones, yellow, phone lists. I use this quite a bit because of the way it sort of listed things out, but again, a big picture right in front of all my writing, so occasionally I use it. I like the box, and occasionally I take this to my place of work to write notes in, and also there's a small thin grid one again, and the sticky is in the right place for that one. Some text, so some cursive script ones and so on, and again, you know, not too keen, again, huge typewriter thing there, so you need to write a large note, and it sort of wastes some of this tiny lines that they've given you and so on. So it's another one that I have used occasionally. And the last one, which again is not sticky notes, but it's from, it says vintage stamp. Oops. And this is more of just a nice off-white rustic looking note paper. So if I'm writing someone a note quickly, but it's also got a lot of white space so I can write it in, and you probably can't see it too easily, but there's sort of like very faint rustic cursive old-fashioned writing at the background, and then there's a little bit of a, I don't know, French embellishment down the bottom. But if I wanted to send someone a note, and it's got this interesting, almost like a serrated edge. So if you heard that, all right, so it doesn't peel off, but you have to sort of tear it off, and it gives you sort of a rough edge there. So, and again, this is for note paper more than anything, but I have used that as well. So that's a little bit of what I use in my journal, my Filofax. The ones I use the most, of course, are the these ones here, which I showed you earlier. These are basically the ones that I use on a daily basis. They tend to be just the right size. That one and a combination of this one, which is the brown paper one. It just is pretty well the right size for a pocket Filofax. So a little bit about what I use for post-it notes, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on another Filofax video.